For me, going home, the transition home, was very good, but it was also very difficult. I think a lot of missionaries will tell you that there's an adjustment period after they get home, after everyone gets home. And so, as far as the physical environment was concerned, it was very nice to come home and be surrounded again by a lot of the physical luxuries and just be living in such a first world nation. It's a blessing that when you come home you realize that you're blessed and that there's a lot of material comforts. However, coming home can be very difficult for a returning missionary, both spiritually and emotionally, I think, because as a missionary, you are constantly spending your time in the Lord's service. You are always working to do His will. You are always working to bring people closer to Christ and to help them draw closer to God. As such, you always need to rely very much on the Lord and on the Savior. And when you come home, most of the time, that daily, hourly, even moment-to-moment need to rely on the Spirit goes away to a degree. And so, my recommendation, even though I'm not perfect, is first of all to acknowledge that and understand that will probably be the case. And to not let that discourage you too much, but then also to take every opportunity you can to minimize, I guess, the transition, to try to be a member missionary your whole life, to study the scriptures and to say your prayers. Being a returning missionary is a great opportunity in that regards, because you have the opportunity to take these habits that you formed and make them lifelong habits. It can also be very difficult though, because, well, I mean, just like I've said, because there's a lot of transition effect, and there's a lot of nostalgia almost for the mission, to kind of go back to that, to kind of be able to put back on that name tag, or to be able to be out there and commit your whole life to it all over again, I guess. One more thing to mention. I got really lucky. I got really blessed. I met the girl of my dreams probably, I think it was less than a month after I got back from my mission. I know that not everyone gets that good of an opportunity right when they get back like that. But I do know that the Lord blesses His returned missionaries for their faithful service. And I know it could happen to anyone else who keeps their eyes open and is trying to live the gospel, I guess. I don't know how righteous I was. I don't know if I was the most spiritually minded person ever to deserve that, but the Lord saw fit to bless me with it, and so I'll take it. I'll be happy with it. But the point is, I know that the Lord blesses His returned missionaries and His returning missionaries because they have served Him. Some missionaries, I guess, have a hard time returning, not only in the first couple of weeks and months, but for a longer time. I know that there are some missionaries who feel that they don't find their soulmate immediately, and they don't, and for whatever reason things don't go quite like they would have expected. And I don't really have a perfect answer for that, I have to admit. Like I said, I got really lucky. I was going through some emotional difficulties and some kind of family skirmishes almost immediately after I got back, which was kind of a shame, but I don't know, I kept trying to put my trust in the Lord and always trying to do the right thing in every case, like I had learned to do in the mission, and it's working out. It's working out, and things are looking up a lot.